Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. Today we're going to be doing a reading on Megan's husband before Harry, Trev Engelson. Now Trev, as he was known, is a producer in Hollywood. He's rumoured to be writing a book about his experiences and life, and that would be including chapters on Miss Markle. So we're going to look into that and see if we can find out what the cards have to say about it, if they can give us any insight. And yeah, so in the future we can look back and say, what did the cards say? Oh, or yay. So we're going to do that. But before I begin, if you're new here, thank you very much for joining. Please consider subscribing. And to all you guys who've been here for like ages, for minutes, for hours, days, weeks, years, I do really appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for being here and sticking around. Like, share, comment, let me know what you think, any suggestions for videos, and my social media is in the description box below. So without further ado, we're going to crack open the spooky cards and see what they say about Mr. Trevor Engelson and his relationship with the Megan. I've got two there. Not working well with others, not working well together, quite fiery, crossed by the Knight of Ghosts. Ooh. So the Three of Imps is Three of Wands, and the Knight of Ghosts is it didn't work out. It was quite fiery. They don't necessarily always agree on things. Yeah, with a Knight of Ghosts, that's a Knight of Cups. Now Trevor is a Scorpio, so he's a water sign, so this could well him being overly romantic, being love bombed, being led along. He thought it was something it wasn't. And with the Three of Wands in reverse, yeah, he's seen it quite negatively now. Queen of Swords there, what is known about it. So we knew she was very just I'm done with you, finished, gone with him. It's very cutting, very Devil's Wear Prada energy about it. She did legally just kind of cut him off, divorced him. She acted very swiftly on it. She just went, I'm just sending you this back. So yeah, it's interesting. And then we have the Lovers in reverse. So there was the split, there was disharmony. He really kind of fell for her. He was very kind of smitten by her, but in a bad way, in a dependent kind of way. Two of Ghosts and the Lovers. So before that, he thought everything was all right in the relationship. Leading into it, he did think everything was actually absolutely fine. They were getting on. He was eager with the relationship. He was cool with it, but when it went wrong, it went very wrong. And that's kind of how he feels about it now. And with the split, with it in reverse, he did take it bad from going from the Two of Ghosts to the Lovers in reverse, the Two of Cups to the Lovers in reverse. This was a man who really felt very connected to her, very in love with her, but it was cold the way how it was handled. And he does feel like he was fooled because she really was just using people as leverage in a way, with the Three of Wands in reverse, you know, haven't got the best intentions. The World is what happened next. So yeah, this is very much, I feel like I am the center of everything. He felt like all eyes were on her, vis-a-vis all eyes were on him, because she got together with Harry. Now we have the Sun in reverse. Okay. So things have been illuminated for him. Things have been, he's kind of like been made aware. He's not necessarily happy about things being illuminated, but he has been made aware of the wheel of the world turns, the sun always rises in the morning, there's always a new beginning, there's always reasons to keep going, but he had to assert some boundaries with regards to her. He really got sick and he had to put his foot down with some stuff. 9 of Pumpkins, what is known about the situation? Again, we're going back to this generous looking glamorous woman who people want, well, less and less, but would want to be in this kind of well-to-do situation, looking very rich and regal and giving and benevolent. And we've got the 10 of Imps. So we've got the 9 of Imps surrounding him and the 10 of Imps. This is a burden. He's kind of had enough, and this is him moving on and forward with it. There's a completion of what though? This could be his book. We've got the 10 of Imps there. So he really felt some kind of way for her. But the 10 of Imps is the 10 of Wands. And this is a kind of an ending with it. This is like, that's it. Burden lifted. I'm sick of carrying this. I just want to get it off my chest, out into the open. Of course, the 9 of Pentacles could well be his new lady. I don't know what his wife's star sign is. The Moon in reverse. So straight away, this is how she felt about Trev. The Moon in reverse is showing us that there was some sneaky business, and it has been revealed. There's been this kind of to-ing and throwing, and nothing was quite as it seemed. We have the 8 of Wands upright crossing. So this is swift action, swift communication, maybe going in a little bit too hard. You're telling people what you want, and you just kind of had enough. So I mean, I think Trev does feel used by her, but she's kind of like exposed herself in her behavior to him. And once you've exposed yourself as a... Okay, so she's waiting it out. She's wanting to wait and see what Trev does next. If he does anything at all. It looks like he's completed something. So the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. She's very ungrounded. She's very ungenerous. She's kind of like, she sees what everyone else has and kind of wants it for herself. She doesn't like to sacrifice anything for like hard work or anything like that. And she doesn't, it's very wealthy, and you know, it's not just wealth of monetary wise, it's also wealth of character. The Papess in reverse. Interesting. So going in how she feels about him right at the minute. With Queen Elizabeth dying, which is my High Priestess card, and in the reverse aspect is because it's related to the royal family. Has this changed how she's looking about him now? Or is that just some hedonism going into it, some disconnected from reality? Fool. Okay. She started a risky journey. She started a risky venture. Got strength. Okay. So she's went in at risk. Look at the difference in the cards. There are no cups. This was a big moment for her. I'm thinking with the High Priestess in reverse there coming into her energy, that's not necessarily, because this is pre the royal family, isn't it? So she has got this kind of energy going in where she's got one foot in one world, one foot out the other, and this kind of hedonism going on, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. She's often thinking of what else can she get, what else does she want. She's waited and sat back waiting for see if he will say anything, and she's still waiting and looking and learning from it. But we have the Fool and completion for the world there. The world has turned and the Fool kept walking as always. She had a new start and he had an ending, and it very much feels like it was a big ending for Trev. He was just like, no. Well, she was like brushing herself down and skipping off, going right on to the next thing. He was like, this is horrific. And now all eyes are on him because she's going out with, I know there was a guy in between, but she's going out with their prince. And now we have strength. And Leo the lion and a maiden there. So that was Four of Pentacles shows that in controlling around relationships, she was drawing strength from something she wanted to. Her and Harry really are a team, guys. I know everyone thinks like Harry is like some kind of, not everyone, but some people think he's like more of the innocent in this. But yeah, they're just enabling each other. Here we have what's she was coming up and surrounding her and what she was thinking about, which is the Ten of Pentacles. That is wealthy family, well-to-do family, surrounded by a wealthy family. But we have the Ace of Wands. He has got the Ten of Wands, which is completion. She has got the Ace of Wands, and it's in reverse. So this is a really kind of bad sign about a new project or something you're starting. She's very kind of like fired up and wanting to go, and like quite angry, and does things quite out of temper with it. So yeah, so there's this new project coming up. She's started something and it's not going to go well. She started something in haste. She started something because she's been angry about something. She stomped on through and go, right, we're changing this, we're doing this now, and it's not going to land well for her. But that the Ace of Wands in reverse actually does come up a lot for Megan. Interesting. Two very different cards about a relationship. There is Trev is coming to another completion. Trevor is coming to another completion. But she kind of seen it, saw it as starting something fresh and doing something new, while emotionally he really was hurt by the way the relationship ended and was handled. So let me know what you guys think. If there's any readings you'd like me to do, I always appreciate your guys' comments. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.